with this part, I do want the utmost respect for KhakiKid because he's given us his time, his energy, and I'm really intrigued to just have this conversation because
what up?
it's gonna
How are you keeping?
Yeah, it's gonna be a tell-all, isn't it?
Interesting, yeah. Don't ask too many questions.
Maybe.
Don't go too deep. I'll start crying. I'm a big crier. I'll be crying.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I've got good shoulders.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. We'll get rid of this table. Yeah.
Like, come on, it's all right. Well, let's start from the beginning, really.
Jesse Blakemore, Irish. You're right.
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. How did it start?
In the Beninging.
I think it sounds cooler with your accent, though.
No. In the Beninging, yeah. How did it start?
When did you start making music?
When I was like 19, as an excuse to not study.
What were you studying at 19?
Or 18, sorry, 18. I was
18,
in like sixth year, like whatever, the end of high school or something like that. Yeah. And yeah, me and this artist, FA, another Irish artist, she is like an incredible artist that makes some beautiful music. But back then she made like meme rap music.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. And we used to like send each other meme bars, like just in voice messages. We just send bars to each other, or like 30-second songs to each other with SoundCloud links, because
of course.
Yeah.
I've seen the back end of your profile.
Oh, can you see
yes,
everything?
I can see all.
No.
Should I play the one that you sent?
No.
I don't
That's crazy. You don't? Okay. I'll delete this. I'll fully delete it. Because right now, like,
I've downloaded it already.
Right now, I have like so many songs from back in the day, including those meme raps, and they're all just like unlisted or whatever. But like, they're very important to me to keep there, you know. And every now and again, I go back to them, and I'm like, that actually wasn't dog shit. It was like just a little shit. Yeah. I could rework it.
Baby poo.
Yeah, baby poo. Yeah. So much better.
So you started at 18. You and FA was sending like tracks back to back via SoundCloud private links. And then when was you like, you know what? I'm a wee nipper in Crumlin that wants to make it big time. Like when did you decide? You know what? I'm gonna do this.
You mentioned Monjola earlier. Back in the day, Monjola was like one of the first people throwing rap events, or just events that had any sort of hip hop music at it, and it was cool. There was so much like underground music played at it, but then there was also like local Irish rappers at these events, and
a showcase.
Kind of like whatever. They were just performing anyway, yeah. And I saw them, and it was crazy because every other gig I went to before that was like a British artist or an American rapper or whatever. So then I saw Irish people doing it, and I was like, oh man, this is actually kind of tangible. And I thought I was better than them. I was like, these guys are shit. Like, I could do this. If they're doing it at this level, then at least I can do it and give it a go. And then, I lied to my mother about going to college or university, and I just started making rap music, which is like so sad. I felt so bad for my mother at the time.
Why?
I was gonna be like the first person in my school to go to uni, and like it was like a big deal. I got like whatever, a lot of points and this and that, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna be a rapper, which is I wouldn't let my kid become a rapper. That'd be terrifying. Yeah.
That is so funny. So for those with kids in the room, maybe.
Don't let them do it.
Know what? Yeah.
Don't let them do it.
But tell me more about I guess Crumlin then. Like, how was that attributed to maybe like your influence in your music and
just like the most loving bullying ever. Do you know what I mean?
The most loving what?
Bullying.
Oh, bullying.
Yeah, there was so much loving bullying, and I think that genuinely builds character and confidence. And so, I attribute some of my confidence to that. Yeah. Not gentle. No, it was loving. The bullying was intense, but it was done lovingly. Do you know what I mean?
So tough love.
Tough love kind of boys. Yeah. Okay. So, I think I made me who I am today and developed the character that I have now. Can I get 1, 2, 2? No, we're all good. No, we're it's just weird hearing yourself. Yeah, so much. Yeah.
The boost. Yeah. The monitors.
Even though I do this for a living.
It's a bit. Yeah. So I've heard about this Ashleaf Shopping Centre. Do you ever?
Shout out to Ashleaf.
Yeah, is that like a?
Booyaka shop! Pow! Yeah.
So what shops are we shopping in there then? Is that where we go?
There's a key cutters.
What?
A key cutters, like a cobbler and a key cutters. They make They make keys. They cut your keys.
Oh, okay. When I was like, what?
Yeah, shout out. I only shouted them out like last week on my story. I went in and he was like, I got my keys cut, and he said, "Are you that dude?" And I said, "I am." And he said, "I'll give you one key for free if you put me in your story." I said, "I'll pay you full price. I'll put you on the story anyway." Give them back to the community. Yeah.
Just small wins. Said giving back to the community.
Yeah, come on.
That is quite funny. So how would you say? So that's how like the tough love was how Crumlin influenced your music, and it made you probably be a bit harder on yourself.
Just my character. Yeah.
And how about being like Libyan and Irish?
That was a part of the intense bullying.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that all ties into each other.
That's not separate.
That's not separate. It's
one.
very directly related, actually. But yeah, it made me like at the time. It made me ashamed of like my little foreign ancestry. But then,
really?
Yeah, the 2000s in Ireland, not lit to be like foreign at all. But then.
Sense of pride.
As time has come around, I've become really proudful of it, and it's like it's in my Instagram bio now. Back in the day, it was not there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's fair. But do you think there's like been sonic influence as well?
Do you know what? Like growing up, I had no attachment to that culture, and then when the last 4 or 5 years, as I've been trying to explore that culture, I found so much music from there. There's a record label from Germany called Habibi Funk, and they basically find...
I love that name.
It's so good,
so cool.
And they basically find old records from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, funk, soul, jazz music from like North Africa and the Middle East, and because there's not many versions of these records at all. These aren't on the internet. And so, I found this music, and I was like, this music's fucking incredible, and it happens to be from North Africa, or happens to be from Libya, which I've become really proud of, because growing up, I would have never associated Libya with jazz or funk or soul or Algeria or Morocco or Niger, it's been really sick discovering good music from there. That happens to be from where I'm from,
I think that is very cool. And who you mentioned Monjola and FA. Who else maybe at that time were inspiring you? Like which other Irish artists? Like if you were to form a super group.
Yes.
With other Irish artists, dead or alive?
Yes.
I don't believe many will be dead.
Chameleon over here. This is my boy Chameleon, who brings genuinely...
Big up for Chameleon in the house. Woo!
One of the best, most underrated artists in Irish history. And then Brick Nasty and Femi. I think I have everything I need there. Like that's like,
a super group.
I wouldn't even be involved in the music. At that point, I'd just be like, I'm glad to be here. Do you know what I mean? Like if I could just get these guys to make music together, I'd be like, yeah, sweet. I'll put my name. I'll be the guy who dances. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And so how do you think then, so with this supergroup, from when you started, like, because I guess maybe for the most part, a lot of you started around similar time?
Yeah, 2019, 2020 kind of buzz,
How would you say the Irish music scene has changed since then? Or has it changed? Has it grown? How has it developed in your perspective?
It's just matured an incredible amount. Like, I think, I met Brick Nasty and Femi and Chameleon a couple of years apart, but like around 2020, and like I met them at the start of the career, and they met me at the start of my career, and I already really liked them then. So I was like, these guys are sick. And then to see them 6 years later, they've only gotten so much better.
Yeah, and yourself, a
little bit, and then the scene as a whole has been incredible. I feel like Ireland's so small that there isn't really genre-specific scenes. Chameleon makes so much different music to me. Femi, Brick Nasty, all the music is so different. But because the country is so small, the scene is just people who like music. It's not punk or rap or whatever. And it's kind of a blessing because you get to take influence from these musicians that you wouldn't have hung around with if you were in London, say.
Trust me.
Yeah. That's what I like.
London's hostile.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. I feel the love.
Yo, you're killing it, fam. Yo, we should link up, fam. Oh, big things happening soon, fam. Yeah,
they're like, see you
cool,
soon,
fam. Yeah.
See you soon. 2 years go
You're
by.
like Beige Kid, fam. That's you, Beige Kid, right? Yeah.
I really hope they haven't said that.
Not at all. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, cool. So I was like, oh gosh, oh dear. So as mentioned, I did say SoundCloud is both like a social network and DSP. So with those capabilities,
why are you shouting?
No.
All right, cool.
Do you? And you're actually holding the mic way better than myself.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, sweet.
I mean, you've had more practice.
Experience.
Yeah, spurs.
Experience.
So we've seen that people who engage, like artists and creators that engage with their with fans and people that are commenting, see an increase of
40%.
Yeah.
40%.
Yeah.
So I've learned.
In their streams and listens. So would you say, like, from date night going absolutely viral, please tell me you've all heard it. Banger. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a moment for date night. Yeah.
I only learned about that the other day as well. The whole finger thing. And apparently there's two different ones, this finger and then this finger.
Listen, stay out of girl
Clock
business,
it and
man.
stuff like
stay
that.
Stay out of the business. Let us do what we do.
Right.
And you do what KhakiKid
Alright, cool.
Yeah. But date night went viral last year, and like across TikTok and so across DSKs as well, yeah, and literally propelled you into the public eye. How was that moment for you? Like, how did you? How did you feel about it? Did you get to embrace it?
Yeah, it was kind of heartwarming because it was. Before that, I was having like a vague hard time with music, and I had a chat with one of the lads from Brick Nasty, the lead fat boy, and he. Yeah, I was kind of. I had like at some point I had full on TikTok brain, where I was just mush brain, TikTok brain, where I was like
doom
scrolling. I need to do a dance. I need to like make a song that you can do a dance to. I need to fucking do this. You know, all that blah. And he was like, no man, just start making, like, you need to make videos you're proud of and make music you're proud of again, and just that's what's worked out for you so far. And yeah, I've been sidetracked by like this fear or scarcity, whatever thing I had. And so yeah, once I got back into making music I was proud of and I enjoyed, it didn't really matter what the outcome was going to be, because I enjoyed the process and I was attached to the process and not the outcome.
Yeah.
So
felt free.
So then everything afterwards, all the love afterwards, was a bonus. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I would have been happy regardless, but then it was like a little sprinkle on top, cherry on top, yeah.
And so was it? So you liked it, but you was, because it had come from after that period. Would you say, in a way, you maybe? What, did you appreciate it still?
I appreciate it, but also I'm of the exact same of the opinion where like this is like I didn't want to let myself get too caught up in it, because again it's just a start. Everything is always just a start for me, and like any amount of success is infinitesimal compared to what's out there. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh well, my mate's man knows me now. Do you know what I mean? Like there's
benefits to that.
Yeah, there's
good gifts at Christmas.
There's so much growth to be had, though. Do you know what I mean? I never want to get caught up in
that one moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think what was good about date night having the viral moment it had as well is that you had a lovely repertoire for people to discover you as an artist and a very strong music. So it weren't like, I think it's not the worst thing, maybe not as an artist, especially if you're not trying to take it seriously, but if you are an artist that's taking it seriously, the worst thing is going viral too soon.
You without a back catalogue.
For you, there was actually like, a repertoire for people to dig into, a back catalogue.
If I went viral when I was a kid, or like had a song do well when I was like 19 or just started, I would have been a horrible person. I feel, do you know what I mean? Like I guarantee, like
you earned this.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like
you really did earn that moment, and that leads me to your most recent EP,
Girl Bites Dog. Yeah,
the title.
It's just like there's a phrase the long way about it is there's a phrase called man bites dog. And it's kind of a journalism phrase where it means like typically if you saw a headline that said dog bites man, it's like obviously dogs bite people. But if you saw man bites dog, you're like that kind of stops you in the moment. And so for the last year or so I've been making a point to be very present in my regular life because being present in my regular life has helped me write more music, because there's actually inspiration everywhere, and you don't need to go on TikTok and do this. Like you can, the smallest things can be, even like nowadays when I talk to my friends, if they say anything remotely interesting, I say stop and I put it in my phone. Do you know what I mean? And people say interesting shit all the time and they don't realize it, or poetic shit. Do you know what I mean? So I was trying to be present and trying to give attention to my everyday. So that's kind of Man Bites Dog. stopping and like being aware, grabbing attention of in my regular day, and then it's kind of like a little romantic album. So I was like, Girl Bites Dog, genius, yeah. And also it's like a collection. Every time I read it though, it makes me feel weird. It's a collection of words that don't sound right together. I don't know what, and like it's been in my head for like 6 months, and for some reason, even when I still read it now, I'm like, I feel like that's a bad title, but it works for me.
I feel like when I first heard about it, this was before I think the first single, and like management had told me about the project.
So sorry about that.
Yeah. It's just the weirdest email to receive.
Yeah.
Girl bites dog.
Do you know what I mean?
Like a date to be, like release date to be seen. Like, wait, girl, what?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And it still irks me now. It makes me uncomfortable, the title, but
I quite like
it. It works,
I think it, it's a good conversation starter.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But I feel I need to find a better way to explain what it means to me.
Yeah.
Because I've been asked this a couple times, and like basically it's like this, but like this, and kind of the dog and the man.
I think
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think the only bit I was offended with is the fact that I haven't said anything interesting enough for you to record on your phone.
I have like a fucking cyberlink thing going on here. Don't even worry about it. No. We're being recorded. I'm listening back to this.
That's true. That's okay. Good point. So what would you say is like one feature on SoundCloud you use and you enjoy using, just like without it needing to be like, I guess, a strategy?
I love being able to see the exact people who are listening to my songs or the exact amount of times, because you can actually get to appreciate a specific person. You know,
the fan leaderboard.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll explain it to them.
That's incredible, because like you can once a year, other platforms are like, you made it into this list, or you're this number on their list or whatever. But being able to in real time be like, this person really fucks with the song, and like there are people who consistently listen to my music on SoundCloud, and like they're like fans that are like I'm kind of friends with now, and depending on how much that specific fan has listened to that song, I'm like, it's a good song, or like I'll gauge my opinion on it based on a specific fan's listening amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. So for those of you in the room who might not be familiar with the fan leaderboard feature, on each song, like there's two parts. You can have like the top part or first. So within the first 7 days of a release, you can see who's listened to your song the most. Well, this goes on, it can continue, but in the first 7 days, you'll see who the first people were that listened to it in those first 7 days and how much they listened to it in the first 7 days. And then who's the top fans, who's listened to it the most, just like all time. And I think it's quite insane, because I've looked at some of yours, and there's like, it'll be like a 3-minute song, and there's like 200 listens. And then on this EP, you've got some titles that are very interesting as well. So there's some you're just like, you've listened 200 times. It's been out. It's fairly recent still. Yeah. And do we need to check on them?
Yeah, and do you know what the cool thing is?
Do we send an ambulance or something?
You get to actually appreciate them. I can text them. I do text them. Do you know what I mean? And you can get to be like, it means so much to me that you listen this much,
Yeah, because you can follow them, you can DM them, and as you have as well.
Send them unreleased links. Do you know what I mean? Be like, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, and it's such an interesting tool. I'm so curious to see how people do use it and like what they think of the feature in general. So I quite like that. You're like,
also, it's kind of cool that people like. I'd imagine most listeners don't know it's a thing, so they don't know that we can see how much they've been listening, and they're like, oh shit, damn, I didn't know you called me or whatever.
But then I've seen it like work out really well for some, because you can in future, if there's someone that there is another Irish, I can't mention them I can mention them, but I won't mention them. Just out of
spill the tea or whatever.
I mean, I'll just say that maybe the Irish Fred again. It's maybe not Fred again, but the Irish Fred again. I'll leave you to wonder who that is. But they use that data to find their first fan. I mean, I've heard it. I heard someone say
Chameleon. Who is Irish Fred again?
Yeah. I mean, potentially, I say yes or no.
Cool, thank you.
I won't say either, yes and no. But so has used it to find their top fan and actually invited them for a bev before the show.
Yeah, it's fucking class.
Someone, if Beyonce did that to me.
This maybe or something?
Time out. Everyone. You know what I mean? And there's someone that you're going to do that for, and it's going to blow their absolute mind.
Yeah, I think his name was John.
John.
John Entertainment.
Thanks, John. So exactly. And just for as like one of my last questions for you. You often perform Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson.
Damn, you did a deep dive. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the relevance behind, I guess, this choosing?
I've actually retired it recently.
Okay. Why have we tabled it, and why did it exist?
I've been playing that song to end my shows for like 4 or 5 years, and it just the energy of it is it's just a beautiful song. Mm-hmm. It's one of those where me and Chameleon again have tried to find a replacement for it, and like it's one of those where you don't have to be able to sing it and you can still sing it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm the person who can't sing and I still sing it, and because everyone knows it, guys, girls, every age, it just smacks. It smacks so hard. Like it's just a good song. I'm like, can you think of a replacement for Since You've Been Gone? Smacks as hard.
Yeah, but
I had it unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, but it's too slow.
Yeah.
It's not like Since You've Been Gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like there's loads of elements in that song.
There's that song Untouched by the Veronicas that we thought about, but there's too much singing on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you might almost lose your voice.
It's not even that. It's like I will sing it so badly that it'll be offensive. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Since You've Been Gone, you can kind of just scream that.
And can we have your version on platform?
It's one of those on platform would be sick actually. Yeah. Maybe we'll upload it. There's a billion live versions of it.
I got you.
There's a billion live versions of it.
Y'all,
yeah, we got you. I will do it later.
Yeah. I do love that, and I genuinely do want it on platform.
It's a smacker.
But leave it as a follower exclusive, so only those that are following you
get the.
Because then they have to be in it.
I feel like if someone listens to that version and is not in the room when it's being performed, they need to be checked up on. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're hurting yourself if you're doing that, because it only slaps because of the vibe in the room. If you're listening to me after the fact sing that, that's like self-hurt. Do you know what I mean? That's
Well, there's some in the room that still say you do a pretty good.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And then and lastly, what was one piece of advice that you received from an artist that's motivated you, that you would like to pass on to aspiring artists?
Just get rid of TikTok mush brain. From Johnny Fat Boy from Big Nasty, he said, stop with that mush brain shit and just make art that you love. And I think it's actually genuinely important to just make art that you love, because if you're proud of it and you've fallen in love with the process and like the outcome, once, as I said earlier, the results obviously will still affect you slightly, but like if you've loved what you made, there's nothing worse than making something you're not proud of just in hopes that it does well and then it does badly. So now you're double shamed, because I'm ashamed because I didn't even like it.
And it was shit.
And it was shit. Do you know what I mean? So like when you make stuff you're proud of, I think it's the only way to make music.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting bored of my voice.
This Guinness is crazy. This half.
I know. No,
this.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Not so much. I'm already a pint in, because when in Dublin.
Have a quarter pint of Guinness.
It's because it's not in a glass, okay? Yeah. So get your Jameson, and I'm getting my baby Guinness.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
Sláinte, yeah.
And I'm going to leave you.
Oh, God, I'm nervous now.
Dazzle us.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to disappear.
Now, where do I get one of these SoundCloud scarves from?